While my parents were conservative, I was ambitious. While my parents were calm, I was aggressive. While I was angry with everything, my parents were perfectly fine with a lot of imperfection around them.
My generation is a generation of fighters, of risk takers, of believers.
The new India is not actually new India.
We are at a crossroad.
We caught in a dichotomy of old ways and new ways.
I thought it was heading towards a revolution and a lot of things would change. But now again, the hopes have kind of turned into a little distant dream.
Don't turn into someone who's just asking to be fed information, rather go searching for it. I live for myself and I have my own space and my own little world.
People they're just like running, from morning till evening. You're always in a rush, you're always in a hurry to, reach the next destination, finish your next task. So there's no time to sit back, relax.
I have so many responsibilities, one towards my family, second towards my job. So job responsibility is about, say, 10 to 12 hours a day. Family responsibility about 4 or 5 hours a day, 6-7 hours of sleep. That leaves an hour and a half for me, for myself, that's all.
I would have definitely loved to have grown up at the time my parents did.
Like I hear stories from my mom, and she tells me about how they used to spend days just cycling in the fields, go to these mango trees and pick mangoes, and that was their life.
I have a lot of things which go on in my head, and which cause which makes me keep on I continuously keep thinking about what is the job that I'm doing. Am I earning enough? Am I have I reached where I wanted to by this age? Am I lagging behind? Should I plan my family, or should I take my own time? Is it right? Is it wrong? I'm not healthy. I need to reach this stage.
I miss how we used to lose track of time when we used to play after school hours. My mom used to keep calling out to us from 7 in the evening to 9 at night.
I was a typical tomboy. I had more male cousins than female. So I would wind up playing cricket or hopscotch and stealing fruits from a tree and that kind of thing.
Cricket is, I think, the lifeline of this country. People in India can't live without cricket.
So between cricket and Bollywood, some of the biggest icons of the country are built up. You have so many people you look up to. These are the guys who are endorsing every product that's out there. These are the guys who are asked for quotes if anything happens in the country. So it's, I guess, something that connects us all.
But what attracted me was, of course, the rags to riches story of a lot of celebrities, a lot of sports stars. When you saw someone like Sachin Tendulkar coming from an extremely humble background and getting all the name and fame in the world. A young child who's a friend's younger brother. And, we asked him that, what all sports do you play? And he said that, bhaiya, what? I play football. I said, so we asked, fantastic. So where do you play football? Do you play football for your team? Do you play football for the school team? So he said, no, I play football on my PlayStation.
We used to touch and feel and, talk to each other, play sports and physical games.
We can do so much better with our time. We are either stuck on the phone, or we are staring at a comp, or we are surfing.
It just makes you feel that, will I also ever be this happy kinds? Or will I always be this workaholic kinds?
Their work is different and their play is very different. In such weird conditions that they are crazily looking forward to one day weekend to really live their life. It's so sad.
My favorite question that I ask a lot of people, especially people who don't treat me well, at least mentally I ask, who are you beyond your visiting card?
I personally feel that spending less hours at work, I don't think at this stage of my life I should be too worried about that. Focus is more on, working hard, being able to achieve what I'm capable of.
I'm pulled back by what my parents believe in. I'm pulled back because of that. So I don't feel a little free-spirited on that aspect. And I'm not able to reason things out with them, because if I try and make them understand what's happening in today's world, they'll not get it. I can't talk to my parents about going clubbing any time, because if I tell them that I'm going clubbing, what I get back from them is that is not the culture that we've taught you, and that is not our kind of thing.
Music is important to me because if you're feeling demoralized, you can motivate yourself listening to music. If you're feeling tired, you can rejuvenate listening to music. I think it's a great medium to let go of all the negativity in your life. So that's why I think music is extremely important to me.
Bollywood has been our own homebred entertainment, if you will, and it's something huge that we've given to the world, whether it's in the trends that we follow or the people that we look up to. So I think it's something that every Indian connects to. It's something that brings out the inherent Indianness in us.
For a majority of the Indian population, it's an escape to let go of all their problems once they step inside the theatres. So, and I think it does that beautifully, because who wants to see, the same misery that they live in their own life on celluloid? They would rather see, pretty looking faces, like wearing expensive clothes and dancing and singing in the Swiss Alps. With all its stereotypes, I think Bollywood is a reason that, millions of people in India find their outlet of joy.
Okay, lately all Bollywood movies actually tell me that please Aditi, save money, go and watch a pirated movie, watch it on internet, or after 5 days or 10 weeks it's gonna come on television. They're so bad, man.
I mostly spend on outings with friends and everything. It's also because it's kind of an unwinding process.
You drink, you dance, and you talk about movies, you talk about friends. So anytime after work, the only thing is I just have to call up my friends, come here, sit for a beer.
My dad often asks me, like, why don't you have friends? I'm like, it doesn't mean I'm some antisocial character. I, would have to be extremely tolerant beyond what's necessary. Subservient at times to other people's opinions, whether they're smarter than you or not. And sometimes you have, you have the rich kids who are feel very entitled and tend to throw judgment around. And also the easy thing for at least to hurt a woman is to question her principles, let's just say, her character. So that's the easiest. So then there are a lot of holes that I have to walk around if, I wanted to fit in.
My dream right now, get to spend more quality time with my daughter, and as soon as you come close to her, so her first reaction would be to actually grab you by face or by hair or sort of using your clothes, etc. And then she'll start her goo-goos and gagas, and she will insist that you also speak, because if you don't, then she starts howling that I'm talking with you, why are you not responding? So you have to talk, and then she gives her smiles and goes on and on and on. So goes on for about half an hour, then she gets tired and then she wants to sleep. So all that stuff. So it's fun.
Will I become victorious in the battlefield and come out alive? Is a big question that I live with every day. So will I make it happen? Is a big question mark. What if it doesn't happen? Is another bigger question mark. So I keep having a mental fight and I live with it every day.
Life is also about being here, just enjoying it. Life also doesn't have to mean anything else.